Hi, my name is Jack. Today we're going to watch another horrible case of Carly Ryan. Carly Ryan was born on January 31st, 1992, to her mother Sonia, who was a young mother in her early 20s. Sonia was single and raising her daughter alone, so Carly and her mother were very close. In an article from Australian Women's Weekly, Sonia said, "Carly, strangely enough, saved my life several times and gave me purpose when I was a young woman. We've always had a very strong bond. We always had each other." In 2006, Carly Ryan thought she had met the guy of her dreams on the internet. His name was Brandon Kane, an 18-year-old musician from Melbourne. Brandon was actually fictitious, an internet construct, an alter ego in cyberspace of Harry Francis Newman, a 50-year-old predator and pedophile. Carly fell in love with Brandon's model over 18 months of online interactions and phone calls. Carly Ryan lived in Stirling, South Australia with her mother Sonia Ryan. About 18 months before her death, using MySpace and VampireFreaks.com, she befriended Brandon Kane, a fictional teenager, a native Texan living in Melbourne, which eventually developed into an online and phone romance. In an interview, her mother Sonia stated that one day when she looked over Carly's shoulder while she was sitting at her computer, she noticed a looped vision of a boy typing, although she did not know it was looped at the time. In January 2007, Harry Newman traveled from Melbourne posing as Shane, Brandon's father, to give Ryan gifts, underwear and nursing clothes, from the non-existent Brandon. After meeting her mother, he was allowed to attend Carly's 15th birthday party and stay the night. After shopping together, Newman's increasingly promiscuous and possessive behavior at the party, and inappropriate physical advances, including lying on Ryan's bed with her, Sonia Ryan told him to leave, who then began to monitor Ryan's internet use more closely. Translated with DeepL.com, free version. Harry Newman spent months masquerading as Brandon Kane to win Carly's love. When he tried to seduce her in person, pretending to be Brandon's father, Shane, she rejected him. An enraged Harry Newman returned to Melbourne, vowing to fix Carly. He used his alter ego to lure Carly to a final, fateful meeting. In February 2007, Harry Newman convinced Carly to meet him. He took Carly to a secluded beach in Port Elliot, South Australia. There he beat her, pushed her face into the sand, strangled her, and then threw her into the water to drown. She was just 15 years old. Within 11 days, detectives found Harry Newman in Victoria. They found him at his computer, logged in as Brandon Kane, talking to a 14-year-old girl from Western Australia. They arrested him, charging him with Carly's murder. In a Supreme Court trial that lasted more than 3 months, a jury found Harry Francis Newman guilty of murder. He was sentenced on March 31st, 2010. South Australian Judge Trish Kelly ordered him to serve life behind bars with a 29-year period without parole. Judge Kelly stated that Harry Newman deserves life behind bars for his extremely twisted plan to deceive, seduce, and murder Carly. "You did a horribly cruel thing to this beautiful, impressionable 15-year-old girl," Judge Kelly said. Kane, the real man, was in fact a balding, overweight, middle-aged pedophile who had sex and murder on his mind. Judge Kelly said, "You were sexually obsessed with Carly to the extent that when you could not get your way, you prepared to kill her and did kill her." Carly was a beautiful, sensitive, loving, and amazing girl who had her whole life ahead of her. Carly had her dreams, goals, and future taken away from her by a selfish, twisted, and deviant sexual predator. Determined to help prevent harm to other innocent children and families and help them navigate the internet safely, Sonia established the Carly Ryan Foundation, CRF, in 2010. Sonia Ryan has over 14 years of experience and expertise. Her goal is to raise awareness and educate children and parents who use the internet, find gaps in child protection laws, develop and recommend policy additions, and empower law enforcement to arrest child abusers, enabling courts to successfully prosecute offenders. Ms. Ryan has led efforts in Australia for over a decade to make her home country one of the toughest on online crime and harm, and now an international leader in crime prevention. Cybercriminals will continue to prey on children unless we recognize the risks associated with various online environments, chat rooms, and social networking sites. What happened to Carly could happen to anyone. The people grooming young people online are manipulative and controlling. They know exactly how to target a child. They become the most important person in the child's life, and then use that trust to do whatever they want with their victim. The internet is part of our everyday lives, so it is essential that children, teenagers, and young adults learn how to navigate the World Wide Web safely.